I started in Saville in 2003. I started my career initially in East Texas. I moved out to the Dallas area in 2001. I worked at another small middle market regional firm for a couple years, and then ultimately I was looking for a place to call home for a long time, and I stumbled across Saville in 2003. Really one of the things that drew me to Saville at the time is I was looking for another smaller firm, but I had a young family and I was really looking for a place that seemed like they valued work-life balance. And one of the ways that I looked for that is back then, a lot of CPA firms did not pay or allow you to kind of work overtime. It was known that you worked a lot of hours in the industry. Some firms, mostly smaller firms, would pay overtime, and usually I was looking for a firm that did that because I knew that they valued kind of that balance of how many hours you worked during a busy season, because it was well known you worked a lot of hours back then. And so that was kind of one of the main draws of Saville at the time. When I came and I interviewed, it was small, seemed very much kind of like a close-knit family, and that's one of the things that really attracted me to the firm. And it didn't take long working here that I did realize that they truly did value that kind of balance with the family. At the time, like I said, I had small kids. It was not uncommon that while we were working Saturdays or being very busy, that they allowed me to have the freedom and the flexibility that I wanted. So after coming to Saville, I came over as a senior accountant back in 2003 and kind of did what most senior accountants did and kind of got to know the people, started working. And you know, my goal always in my career professionally was to make it to partner. So it was really a big focus of mine. So throughout the years, I got to know the folks at Saville. They gave me a lot of opportunities to get to know clients, to manage clients. I used the time to do a lot of business development and networking on my own, basically doing what you did back then in order to become a partner, which was build a book of business. That was kind of the main focus, build a book of business and serve clients. That was really kind of how we approached it. But one of the things that happened along the way, at this point in time, I was probably a year away from making partner, a year or two away. I was a principal at the time. That was the equivalent, I guess, of a senior manager now. And I'd built a pretty good book of business, but there was an unexpected life event that happened for one of the partners that caused them to step down. And at that time, being a small firm, that left a really big hole in kind of the leadership. And I was approached by Clint Pugh, who was just become managing partner at the time. And he asked me to kind of take a pause in what I was doing and really, you know, what I'm going to refer to as focus on the team. We've got core values at Saville, one of which is teamwork and collaboration. And really, you know, that's been around ever since I was a member. And that's not usually something you think about sometimes in public accounting firms. Back then, you became partner, like I said, by building a book of business, kind of eat what you kill model. He told me to take a pause. He really needed me to step in and help maintain those clients for that partner that left. We wanted to make sure that we didn't lose any of those clients. And so he really asked me to lean in on that and focus more on, you know, not personal accolades and personal accomplishments, but how I could contribute to the team at Saville. And so in doing so, I did that. We were able to maintain pretty much all of those relationships. And then that, in turn, finished leading me into springboarding into becoming a partner at the firm. So yeah, becoming a partner at Saville and working my way up, I always kind of found myself in various leadership positions and kind of leaning in on things. And it ultimately led to me being on the executive committee and leading operations and ultimately leading the tax department.